Hi Samir.
Hi.
Hi,
So
what's
yeah,
up?
good. How are you?
क्या चल
So
रहा
I
है?
guess you remember me from Instagram or something. I have couple of time I have messaged you regarding.
I
I
I
don't.
get
You don't remember, I guess.
just remind me, just
I
remind
was
me.
just
I get
asking you
hundreds
to.
of messages.
Yes, I asked you to read Quran, but don't take
Oh,
me
okay.
into
Ha ha ha. I
religion.
remember you now. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Ah.
yeah. I just wanted to see. Last time I went through your videos. So
Hmm.
you was talking about some random mutation regarding evolution.
Hmm.
About the evolution. It was like 7 months ago. You did a video, a short video. So
Where I was
I was
saying
just
कि
looking into it.
before trying
Yeah.
to debunk
You so
evolution, understand
you
what
guys
evolution is.
don't know about
Ha
random
ha ha ha
mutation. You
ha.
guys are talking about
Yeah.
evolution or something. So I
Hmm.
was just checking, and I get in 2021 or 22 there is a study which actually says this mutation is not random. There's something about it. I just went to the study, and I have pasted that link also. So my just question is, if if this science keep changing, like
Hmm.
every time the new thing comes up and it keeps changing, so like, is it okay to believe in so much of science instead of, like, as we believe in God, the science is also something conceptual, like you believe in that. It is something like you believe in science and we believe in God.
No, it's
Basically,
not. It's not. I'll tell you why. When you say science keep changing,
yeah.
what you are really saying is that science gets better.
No, it actually,
Suppose we did not, if we did not know something yesterday, and we thought that this is because of reason X, but then
yeah.
we realized that it's not because of reason X, because we discovered more, we observed more, and now we say,
So,
yeah, it's not about X, it's about Y. We changed our opinion based on data.
yes, yes, that is what I'm saying. Just
Hmm.
imagine this thing. 100 years from now, the data
Hmm.
changes, and which
Hmm.
thing, the thing which we are like fighting now, this is the evidence, and it keeps
Hmm.
changing, and it changed 100 years later. But we
Hmm.
will not be there to look at that data. But today
Hmm.
we are keeping a strong position on that because that data is true today,
So
right?
there are
That,
some scientific theories which are like really on the edge, like multiverse, etc. And there are some
like,
scientific theories which are like
yeah,
very very hard evidence behind it, like evolution.
yeah.
So
I just, yeah,
it is possible that certain aspects of our understanding of evolution may change, but it is
yeah.
almost a foregone conclusion that evolution definitely happened, is happening everywhere
No,
all
no,
the
the
time.
species change I'm talking about, not the evolution in like these things and all. I know, it's a
Species
big,
change because
it,
of evolution, right?
yeah, yeah, but it's a theory again. It's a concept.
No, no,
It's
it's
not
not a
a, like,
theory. It is. There is evidence behind this. There is fossil evidence. There is DNA
yeah, yeah,
evidence. There is genetic
but
evidence. There is a whole. After Darwin came up with it, in the
yeah.
last 200 years or more than 100 years, there has been a significant amount of evidence behind it,
No,
which
that is
leaves
what that is
almost
what
zero doubt.
I'm not talking about that evolution. I'm talking about, like you said, about the random mutation or something. The
Huh,
science,
so
like,
that was
is
evolution.
trying to figure out that it's not a random. There is some science behind it, but we are not
I don't know what
understanding it
study
right
you're
now.
talking about. I don't know what study you're talking about. To the best of my knowledge,
Yeah, you can just Google
random
it about
mutation.
the random mutation.
No, no.
Yeah, you
Listen,
just have
listen,
to
listen, listen,
about
listen.
the latest study
Let me
about
tell
the
you
random
what.
mutation.
Let me tell you what we mean by random mutation. We mean that the process of copying of genetic material when the reproduction happens is not perfect, and that
Right.
changes happen to the genetic structure whenever that happens. That is the reason, even though you look like your dad and mom, you don't look exactly like them. Some amount of
Mm.
mutation happens. This mutation over a long period of time will either give you beneficial adaptations or terrible adaptations, because of which your chance of surviving and reproducing gets affected. If you have an adaptation that if you have an adaptation that helps you reproduce more, then that mutation in you gets passed on to more of your offspring, and thereby gets distributed in the populations of tomorrow. If a genetic mutation that you have prevents you from mating with people, then that genetic mutation dies with you, or with the few people who you procreate. That's what that
Yeah,
means.
yeah, but it is the science is trying to understand it, and they're like figuring out it is not random. It has some kind of a structure to it, which we are not trying to understand it right now, because science is not developed for that.
I
I'm
do
just
not
saying
know
that.
of any such survey. If you send me the link, I'll try to go
Yeah,
through
sure,
it. To
sure.
the best of my
That
knowledge,
is
the
what.
reason
And
the
again,
mutation
yeah,
happens,
I'm just talking about science here.
the reason, let me finish. The reason mutation happens, for the most part, why genetic mutations happen, is the only reason we know of is cosmic rays. Cosmic rays
Okay.
are bombarding Earth all the time.
Yeah.
They make tiny changes. They break DNA chains in minor ways, which cause genetic mutations. There might be other reasons also, but I do not know of any survey or any study that says there is some kind of order behind it.
Yeah, but it is a new study, but you can just check. So yeah, I came across another study by seeing a scientist or doctor or somebody, like who saw people dying, like 5,000 patients, who saw them, like he was a doctor of them. They were about to die and they came back from the death. Like there's a lot of patients, but people who came back
I
from death,
doubt, I doubt it. I doubt it's a scientific study done by any
no,
reputed science journal.
no, but
There is a lot
yeah,
of things, there is a lot of stuff floating around that is claiming to be scientific. I would
yeah,
recommend that you read scientific journals, peer reviewed
yeah.
science journals, and not predatory journals. And definitely not journals which are not science journals but are pretending to be science journals. There's a whole lot
Okay.
of stuff out there. There are Hindus pretending that reincarnation is real and has been proven by science. There are Muslims pretending that there is evidence of modern scientific findings in the Quran, etc. Be careful about this stuff.
Okay. No, I'm just saying the science, like they are coming up with the answer today or tomorrow, maybe 100 days, 100 years from now. I'm just saying you are keeping so much faith on them. I'm just telling
No,
the
no, I'm
people.
not keeping. I'm not.
No,
I'm not.
because you're
I'm
keeping
simply
everything on a
establishing.
science basis. Science basis.
No,
That is what I'm saying.
I'm simply establishing that science is a method using which we observe things, we experiment, and we come to conclusions.
No, that is the only
If
method we have, right? That is what I'm saying.
exactly, it is the only method we have right now.
Yeah.
There is no
So that
other
is what.
method. Yeah, we don't have any other method. If you have another method using which we can get to the truth and make predictions about reality, please go ahead and tell me. We don't have any
No,
other method.
no, no. What I believe, like I said, you see, like we have a lot of things in Quran which is based as a like foundation for us. So we go through that and we believe in
Hmm,
that. So
hmm.
after believing that, and we take a step of other things like afterlife and soul and everything, we come to a conclusion on them which are not like scientifically proven right now.
But there is no evidence behind it, right? It's just
No, no,
belief.
no, but we don't need an evidence when we are in a faith of Quran. Then we have a lot of information which is
So
true, and
people from
yeah,
no, no,
which
no,
we
no.
believe in is true.
If they, listen, assuming there are 10 things that are correct in the Quran, does that mean that the 11th thing is automatically correct?
No, but there's no other way also, right? There's no other
Yeah,
like
there
science
is. You
doesn't
can treat it. You
science
can
have
treat
not
it like
found it
just
all.
another book written by human beings, which contains some right things and some wrong things. You don't have to assume that just because you found something true in a book, that everything in that book must be true.
No, but we believe everything in that book is true. That's the
Why?
difference.
Why?
Because this as yeah, see this that is the reason I have sent you a link from a person who is a person who knows about Quran or something. So that is the reason I wanted you to like talk to a
Samir,
person who, you said you
Samir
talk
has a
to me. I know, I understand.
yes, sir.
I
I
understand.
understand. I
You're
get
telling
that.
me
I
to
get.
talk to
My
you.
point is, I've been doing this for a few years, and
Yeah.
I have a frame of reference about where people come from when they talk about the Quran. I have never seen anyone blow that apart. I have never seen someone bring actual evidence to the table when they're talking about the Quran or the Gita
No,
or
like
the Bible,
the other
etc.
guy is saying the evidence is like what evidence you want. See, in our faith, with what we are having, like Allah
Hmm.
is not going to come
Depends
in
on the
front
claim.
of us and
Depends
tell.
on the claim. Depends on the
I'm not
claim you
saying that
make.
is what Allah is not coming in front of and telling me I am Allah, worship me. Then that is the purpose, because we believe it's a test, and test cannot
Mhm.
be like they cannot give you an answer sheet first and write down these answers. It has something has to be like which you cannot. You have to believe in something, because the test
Samir,
cannot be like proven. Like they cannot show you.
were you born in a Muslim family?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So that is why you believe. There's no other reason.
No,
If
it's
I
not
brought a
true.
if I
So
brought a Hindu holy book to you, and I gave the
yeah,
exact same argument to you, right? The exact same
yeah.
argument that you're giving me, will you start believing in the Hindu book?
No, but it has to be true also logically. That is
How
what
do
I'm
you
saying.
know? How do you know it is not true?
No, it is not
Everything
true
you're
because
saying,
there's a lot of
everything you're
contradictions
saying
in
about
it.
the Quran.
Uh,
No, no, you can find
yeah,
contradictions in Quran also. That does not dissuade you.
no,
There are
I believe
YouTubers
there's no.
like so that is a belief, right? There are
No, no,
ex-Muslims whose channels you can go to, and they'll show you plenty of contradictions. There are contradictions in Hindu holy books, in Muslim holy books, in Christian holy books, in every holy book out there. The only reason you think that your religion is superior is because you were born in it. That's all. That's
sorry,
literally
sorry.
all.
No, no, it's not about. A few years ago, the same thing
Hmm.
happened to me. I was like having these questions: why I'm here? Then I started to like investigate. If in between there's a time where I was like, okay, maybe this is not true, because you're logical and you think, why is this like this and why is like that. But when you get
Hmm.
certain answers like which are not in science, obviously, then you have to find some answer
Give me
because
an example.
uh,
Tell me what it
you
was. Tell me exactly what happened.
no, I felt like when are you in this world, and you are. I'm a 30-year-old guy,
Hmm.
so maybe more 40 years I'll be surviving. No matter
Hmm.
what I achieve in this world, it doesn't make
Hmm.
sense me dying. You know, there has to be some purpose for me to be existing in this world. I cannot be
Why?
just somebody because
Why?
everything in this universe is having some purpose. Like everything in this world because
When you say purpose, can you
every
tell me what can you
thing
tell me
like
what purpose?
even if uh,
Samir, can you tell me
even
what
if
purpose means?
no, even the gravity, if the gravity is very high, everything will collapse. Everything has a certain
We're
things
kind of
in
digressing. We're kind
place.
of digressing into a different argument. When you said that you feel like you must
Um,
have a purpose, what do you mean by that?
yeah, what do you mean? Like you cannot live your life by doing whatever you feel like you're doing because you
Why not?
there are people who have done that. The people
Why
have
not?
done that, but I
People
at
still
the
do
end
that.
they
I
have
do
to die.
that. I
Yeah,
do that.
people at
Yeah.
the end they have to die. That is what I'm
Yeah.
saying. You
Yeah.
cannot be some a
So,
meaningless creature when you have some
no, no,
thought
it's not
process.
meaningless. It's not meaningless. I'm saying when you say you need a purpose, what is the difference between the purpose that you decide you want to have in life and the purpose given to you by your God?
That yeah, that is what I believe. Whatever I decide a purpose for myself,
Hmm.
it is meaningless, other than the God which has decided for me. Because in this world, no matter how many money or whatever you do in this world, at the end of the time, you become old. You become like you cannot do anything in your
So
life
if
when you
you
become old
so
because you
people who
become
believe
weak.
in God, people who believe in God also die. At the end of the
No,
day, no matter how
but
religious you are, you will die.
yeah, I agree with that. But we
Yeah.
have a purpose after life. We have to believe because
How do
it's
you know
it's
there is
simple.
something after life?
No, that is what we believe, right? I'm saying we
That's what
cannot
I'm
see.
saying. That
See.
is what
I'm
I'm
telling
saying.
you. I'm telling
You
you.
keep saying
If
that it has
if
to be
God has
logical.
shown you afterlife, if
Samir,
God has
listen, listen,
given,
listen,
okay,
listen, 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 listen. You
yeah,
keep saying there has to be a logic to it. I'm
yeah.
asking, what logic did you follow to come to the conclusion that there must be something after death?
No, because that is in Quran. That is what I'm saying.
That
Everything
is not
about how to
logic.
live your
That is
life,
not logic.
what to do, what
That is
no,
not logic.
no,
That is
but
just prescriptive. That is a book
it is
contains
logical
certain.
when
Samir, I think either there is a lag or I'm failing to get through to
yeah.
you. I'm saying that I can find
Sorry,
you
sorry.
a Bible, a Hindu holy book, and a whole lot of other religious books. They
Yeah,
all have things written in them, right?
yeah,
That's not logic.
yeah.
Just because a book says this is true does
No,
not
but
mean it is true. How do you come to the conclusion that what is written in this book must be true? How? Exactly what method do you use?
no, that is what I'm saying. If, when you see certain things which are written in Quran, which doesn't go against science,
The Quran actually
like
has this
whatever
idea of there
there's a
being
lot
a
of
dome around Earth with water being above it, right?
no, 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 it's not like that. This
There
is
is.
there are
I
many
have.
things how to live your life, how to eat, how to sleep. I'm saying everything is shown to us in Quran, and also there is called Hadith,
No, it is
which is
prescribed.
from
It
Prophet.
is prescribed.
I'm
It
just
is
telling what I
prescribed.
believe.
you're describing
Yeah,
a religious
but
prescription
what I'm saying
as
is,
logic. It is not. I can show you other books which say that you should live differently. How is that different?
no, but other books have a different concept than Quran. That is what I'm saying.
Huh, so why would you not believe those?
They're not exactly the same. We believe in one
Yeah,
God.
obviously they're not same, but why would you not believe them?
Yeah, no, because there's a lot of things which are not logical. I'm saying. See,
Samir,
like a Bible. When I'm saying,
I think the problem that we are really running into here is that there seems to be a misunderstanding on your part about what logic means. It is not when you just you're randomly using the word logic. Anything I don't like is illogical. Anything I like is logical.
no, no,
So
it's
I
not like
think
that. It's not like that. What I'm saying is, in this your life, when certain things are written in Quran, which
hmm,
matches with the scientific research or whatever, without scientific also, but you live your life in certain way, which answers
there are
certain
people who make
questions.
those
Which,
claims about their own religions also. There are Hindus who say that there are scientific truth in
no,
the
but
Vedas. There are
their own religion
Christians who
doesn't
say that
have
there are
these
scientific
answers,
truth.
and they have some other answers which doesn't tally with science.
No,
That is
no,
what
they
I'm saying.
don't. Like I'm saying, what you're doing is you're
The other
interpreting the
religion
Quran.
has
Samir,
answers,
Samir,
but they also
Samir,
have
Samir,
answers
Samir,
which doesn't
Samir,
tally with
Samir, Samir,
science.
Samir, Samir. What you are doing
I'm
is
There's a
that you
lag
are
something.
taking.
Sorry,
I
there's a
know, I know, I
lag,
know,
so I'm
I know,
repeating
I
something.
know. Yeah. What you are doing is that you're taking things written in the Quran and you're correlating them with things that science has come to already conclude. First of all, the first problem with it is
No,
that
that
it
is
is
because
poetic.
people believe in
Samir, let me
science.
finish. Let me finish. The first problem with it is that it is a
Okay.
poetic interpretation and people from every religion do it. Hindus do it, Christians do it, everyone does it. The second problem with it is that you started this conversation by saying, why should we believe science? And you are still using science as a benchmark because of which you take Quran seriously, right? You see the problem here.
No, no, no. I am not taking because of that. I am giving you scientific example because you believe in it. I don't believe it because science has a meaning to it. I believe in
No,
it because I believe in Allah. So because that
you
is my
told me
strong
that the Quran
opinion
says
about.
something. Samir, you told me that the Quran says something and you believe it. I asked you, why do you believe it? And you said, because it corresponds with science.
I believe because Quran has a lot of answer to our normal life, which I'm saying. So
I'm
like I'm
okay,
saying,
Samir,
alcohol is not good for you.
we're going in circles. We're going in circles.
Yeah.
This is not really
So
going anywhere.
what are you trying to ask me?
I'm not trying to ask you anything. I'm saying ki, uh, the situation that you find yourself in, many people around the world find themselves in with respect to their own religion. It is not unique, it is not special. People from every religion think that their religious book has the entire truth and nothing else can compare to it. And the truth, unfortunately or fortunately, is that all these religious books were written by human beings a long time ago and they're just imagination.
They
That's
are
it.
not. Because
Yes, they
if
are.
that is the truth, because
But
if
thank
that
you,
is the
Samir.
truth,
Thank you. Samir, thank you
no
for
problem.
calling.
No problem. Thank you. Thank
Chalo. Bye bye.
you.